Hey there, in this video I'd like to introduce you to just some of the highlights of Berlin, so stick around. Hey there, Ralph here in Berlin on my last full day. I'm so sad, but behind me you can see the Oberbaumbrücke. That is a famous connecting point between the former East and West Berlin. So from this vantage point, I'm in the former West Berlin. Across the River Spree there is East Berlin, or the former East Berlin. Now, of course, it's all one large capital city. Not too long ago, Berlin was the fastest growing city in Europe. So this is the infamous Oberbaumbrücke, and I've been wanting to get this sort of classic shot of the yellow U-Bahn train coming across it. And there it is, right when I walk up. So here's two U-Bahns crossing each other on the Oberbaumbrücke. And the Warschauer U-Bahn station's there. And it's a little difficult to see, but this is the East Side Gallery. You see a lot of that graffiti over there is actually the Berlin Wall, and they've left some remnants of it. Berlin is a pretty gritty city, as you can probably imagine from some of my video. A lot of graffiti, there's a fair amount of trash and litter about, but it's a great city, so much history, great restaurants, very cosmopolitan, excellent bars. And the history is just really incredible. Now across the way there, that sort of white strip in the middle of the frame by the boats, that's the back side of the East Side Gallery. I'm gonna head over there and check it out, but this is part of the Berlin Wall that separated West and East Berlin. So this is the word on the left that I've been trying to say all day, Oberbaumbrücke. So that's the riverside where I was just getting some of my shots and making some video. Former West Berlin. And across the River Spree, this is the former East Berlin. So here we are at the East Side Gallery. This is a former section of the Berlin Wall that separated East and West Berlin up until 1989. You can see there wasn't much to it in this cross section here. Kind of interesting. Not very thick, maybe about 8 inches thick. It's got some sort of very thick rubber border across the top. But this is the East Side Gallery, and this is an art project by 118 artists that have come to celebrate the demise of the Berlin Wall. The last time I was here at the East Side Gallery was probably about 9 or 10 years ago, and I brought a group here. And I don't recognize any of these. Here, let's check this out. The East Side Gallery. So it looks like the Berlin Wall went from 1961 to November 9, 1989, when the wall fell. Some beautiful artwork celebrating the demise of the Berlin Wall. And you can see it goes all the way down there. See if I could zoom in. Yeah. And the national bird of Berlin is the crane, the construction crane. You see it everywhere. That's interesting. So you've got the German flag, the black, red, and yellow. And then you've got the Israeli flag superimposed over it. But if we go over here, believe this is an old Russian Lata. Famous car. Famously made out of nothing more than, seems like cardboard. But here you get a pretty good idea of what a cross-section of the wall actually looked like. Well, that's all I have for this week. But before you go, make sure you check out my recent video called Tips for Traveling During COVID. I really think you'll find it useful. Last but not least, be sure to look for a link in the description if you'd like to purchase this t-shirt or any of my other designs at one of my online stores. There are lots of options as I have pandemic, continental drifter, photography, and travel specific stores that you can peruse. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to check out my other ones here on the channel. Next, share it with others and give it a big thumbs up. Finally, be sure to check out my latest physical books on Amazon. They make great gifts. And remember, drifters, life's too short not to travel.